John Carter told me the story about Johnny and his cousin Damon. Actually, Johnny's nephew, John Carter's cousin, Damon, out in California, when
Quarter tail.
Johnny ate everything at the pharmacy and burned down half of California.
Yeah, and really, put a hurt on the California condor population.
This was in the early '60s.
It was in the
when
60s,
he lived outside of Ventura, California.
Yeah,
and he kind of lived up in the hills.
Something like that.
They'd gone out in an RV to go fishing, and
you can tell Damon's version of it. It's going to be the truth. You know that, right?
Well,
my father always said, "Never let the truth stand in the way of a good story." Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
But basically, he got the RV stuck, and Johnny laid on the gas, and the friction from the tires started a fire, and the fire got out of hand real quick, and just decimated some serious acreage out there. And so the story of the California poem, it's hard to read that poem now and not think about what happened there in the early 60s, because it just seems like the one is directly responsible for the other.
There's trouble on the mountain. Yeah, which one caused what? Yeah, you're right.
And was there any legal repercussions or?
Yeah, there was a hefty fine, as I recall.
I believe that at the time that Dad was, I want to say it was the federal government sued him, but I think he was the first individual sued by the federal government. And it was an accident, whatever, but, due to negligence, accidental negligence, it was not purposeful at all that it happened. But I don't think that Dad won that lawsuit. But seriously, Jamie's directly right, because the song talks about there's trouble on the mountain. It talks about the fire, down below, the people down, and all this. The imagery is there, and that's an interesting way to think about it, Jamie. Is it which came first? I don't know.
When we first looked at it, there was just the first verse of the song. Just the first verse existed. That was the California poem. And John Carter looking at it in terms of converting it into a song, and wrote the second verse in kind of a unique way. We did it. We did it like a keyword burst. So to speak. We took keywords out of the entire verse,
verse, and then
wrote other words around it that
so we stayed true to
these words, and so we wrote a whole
true to his
verse.
Form of the first verse.
We wrote a second verse around the keywords of the first verse, and it kind of adds to the storyline just a little bit, but still kind of holds a little mystery as to what exactly is happening.